Drinking Bros. Put down the water and grab a fucking drink.
We're in a basement.
Wow. Ho, ho, ho.
It's my old basement.
Mary
That's
Evans?
exactly
No,
right,
it's
yeah.
not. It's Evan's old basement.
I had like a 5-day stay here, and now it's really weird that it's set up as JT's basement.
It's a lair.
I will say JT made it way more creative.
Way more creative.
This is awesome.
This is going to be our fun spot.
This is a fun spot.
Yeah. So where are you guys at now? Where are you at in Salt Lake City?
I officially live in Salt Lake City now.
Officially.
Fully moved.
You're
Fully
moved. You're all moved in. You're a
Big shout
big
out
boy
to
in a
Miley
tiny city.
Cardenas, who
Miley.
flew from LA to my house in El Paso and got the movers to pack the whole place up and send them
Lazy.
here.
Lazy.
Wow. Wow.
He's down here eating
That is.
pizza
You're
yesterday,
sourcing
and she's up
out
there, like,
work to
unpacking
Drinking Bros is what
boxes.
you're doing?
He's a dirtbag.
What, Ross?
You're sourcing out work to Drinking Bros? Like that's what you're doing? Like, hey,
No.
No, she's a close family friend.
Yeah, I don't know. She's awesome. I mean,
So we're doing the podcast now from your basement in your new place in Salt Lake City.
yeah, but it used to be Evan's house, so I mean, I have his smell everywhere.
Yeah, so
that's
we're
weird.
like Eskimo brothers in living space.
Yeah, how many times have you
basically how
fucked
it
in that
works.
basement, Evan?
How many times did I fuck in this basement?
Yeah.
Well, God, I mean, at least once because my wife's pregnant, and this is where I lived, and she lived upstairs because I keep weird working hours. You know exactly what I'm talking about because we've talked about it. We've talked about it where you're
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Yeah, I work till like 2:00 in the fucking morning. I'm not going to go up and wake my wife up because that's just a dick move. So I just stay down here.
That's just a dick move.
Yeah, but I will say you're always up in the morning cooking eggs with your daughter.
That's right.
But you eat like a fucking famished African or something because you're like, Matt, here's 2
Is that
eggs in the morning.
racist?
I'm like,
Is that right? You
That's not
Trump
racist.
supporter. You Trump supporter.
there was no race involved in that statement. It was
You
merely
said a famished African.
I'm like a
It
communist.
doesn't matter anymore,
Maybe
Matt.
I'm a
It doesn't
communist.
matter.
My wife has beat me down to the point where I don't eat anymore. You've seen her. She weighs like fucking 100 pounds.
She is fit, you know,
Yeah.
and a guy of my fat posture needs more than 2 eggs.
You're a growing boy.
I'm a
yeah, she doesn't even.
You are.
She
You are
doesn't
a
even allow
growing boy,
me in the
Matthew.
house because she knows I got chicken nuggets in my pockets.
JT smells like fucking gluten and mayonnaise. My wife's just like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
Oh God. So are you renting that house to him? Because you're gonna have to fucking burn it with gasoline afterwards, Evan.
No, I'm not. It was my my previous. What would we call this guy?
Yeah, I mean, he's a Spencer.
Yeah, he's a Spencer. So
Yeah.
great guy. Big shout out to Spencer being a great guy.
Being
That's
a
what he
good
is.
dude.
Yep.
Way to go. Way to be super vague about it. You know what I'm not gonna be vague about?
Is that sponsor?
The sponsors.
Yeah.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah.
First up, it's fall, which means football and hunting season's here. Maybe you're a really shitty hunter. Maybe one day you come home with venison will be the day the Jaguars win the Super Bowl. That's okay. Make up your incredible lack of manliness by grabbing another man's salami. We're talking about Carnivore Club. They're back, kids. They're back.
They're back.
Yeah, did you see that Carnivore Club commercial of that girl getting drug away by the tiger?
Yeah, I did. Look, kids, go to you know them. Go to carnivoreclub.co. That's C-O. They'll mail you a box of meat so fucking tasty you forget that your grandmother's apple pie recipe is sitting on the Thanksgiving table.
Dude, I will say
the best part is
I sent that to my dad for Father's Day when they did that Father's Day's gift. He was like, "This is the most thoughtful gift of all time," which is actually the complete opposite because I was super fucking lazy and I just ordered it and shipped it right to the house. But
I know
that's the
I
jam.
know, but it's so
actually the meats,
good
but
and it's so
it's not a jam
professional that
part.
it's like, oh, you took the time, and it's like, nah, I kind of typed in your address. That's how awesome fucking Carnivore Club
well, I
is.
didn't even do that because
That's
of
time.
PayPal, and I just like literally changed the address with one click. So I was really fucking lazy.
Boom. Look, the best part is they're giving us a new promo code. So if you already used the Drinkin' Bros code, you can go ahead and get another box of Carnivore Club for 10% off just because they're that fucking awesome. But the new code is man up. It's one word, man what? Yeah, you get 10% off your order. Join the Carnivore Club for the best meat you've ever tasted in your entire life, and maybe, just maybe, the chance to earn your fucking man card back. Yeah, Carnivore Club. Love carnivoreclub.co. It's one of my faves. You know what else is one of my faves?
What's that, Ross Patterson?
Haven Lock.
Oh,
Haven
yeah.
Oh man, how many kicks?
I love it.
How many kicks?
My favorite.
How many kicks does it take to get through the center of a Haven Lock door? Terrible jingle. I just
Oh, we
ran
should
out.
write that
Horrible.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know. Look, kids. Standard lock on your front door, 3 kicks, boom, intruders in. Your whole family's dead, and you're probably raped afterwards. Haven Lock, you put
You're
that
raped.
on the door. It's 50 fucking kicks. Nobody's getting through that.
50 kicks.
50 kicks. Nobody's getting through that fucking door. Look, Nicole Brown Simpson should probably still be alive. She had a Haven Lock on her door. Go grab the Haven Mech.
God damn,
At Haven Lock. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it too soon? Are we too soon?
No, I love the Simpson
Savage.
jokes.
Yeah.
I love them.
Sorry, are we too soon? Go to havenlock.com. They are veteran owned. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get 20% off the lock. The fucking thing's only $99. Look, Christmas is here. Trump has won. The shit's gone wild in the streets. You need to get a lock for your front door, kids. And while you're there, if you got a lock, you might as well stack up on the ammo.
Dude,
Go to Tartarus.
Ross, it was
Yeah.
so funny. You were going to make that transition. When you're talking about Haven Lock, Evan pulls out, and you have 2 more guns in your Merce.
I do.
He pulled out
You
his
have 3 guns in your merch.
he pulled out
3-gun Merce.
He pulled out his Glock 43, and I don't think he saw my 19, but I literally have I'm not. Hold on, let's see. We're not fucking around. We do not do podcasts without guns.
Yeah, a lot.
As well,
A lot
you
of
shouldn't.
guns.
You shouldn't do anything without guns.
I keep my
go to
doors
tartarusordnance.com. That's TARTARUSORDNANCE.com for all your home defense ammunition needs. Look, kids, if you're teaching a tactical class out there, you need 50,000 rounds of shit. They got it. You want to type in the promo code Drinkin Bros for 10% off of everything. They got it. Do they have those guns that fucking Matt and Evan were clicking off in the corner? You're goddamn right. They got it. They're dealing arms in that motherfucker. You can get everything at Tartarus.
You know,
it's a
I
one-stop
think
shop.
Fucking Evan needs to go to Tartarus because every time I check his fucking gun in the office, you
I
have
loaded
4
them all.
rounds.
I loaded them all up, bro.
Did you really?
I loaded them all up.
You
They're
swear?
all. I swear to fucking God.
All right, we get it.
Swear to God.
You know, you're a cool guy.
So-
you need 4 to 5 rounds. Go to Tartarus Ordnance and get.
I think Tartarus Ordnance.
Yeah.
They actually need to give away gun-free zone signs
Oh,
for front yards with every box of ammunition.
Yes.
With
Yes.
everything sold.
With
This
just
is a
leave the
gun-free-
front door open.
Yeah, just
Leave it open.
Yeah.
Gun-free zone.
Gun-free
Come on
zone,
in.
lock-free zone.
No, it's a Haven. Well, no, the bedroom's Haven locked, but the front door's open. That way they think that they can get in there. Like, oh shit, the bedroom's locked, and they rounds start ripping through.
We
that
should
fucking
actually go
plywood
to Detroit and just set up a house that says gun-free zone
and see what happens.
and just see what happens.
And then we'll purposely unload gold bars.
It'll be a Tartarus
in the
commercial.
yard all
Yeah.
day
It'll be a
into
Tartarus
the
commercial.
house. So we'll just transfer gold bullion. Like,
It won't be how many kicks will kick in the front door. It'll be how many rounds take down that dude.
Yeah, you're goddamn right. You're goddamn right. Next up, I'm having a Strodka. What's a Strodka,
What's
you
a
ask?
Strodka?
It's
It's a
Strike
Strike
Force,
Force.
Energy, and Vodka is what that is.
Strodka!
Everybody's drinking these Strodkas. I saw them online, like all over Instagram. StrikeForceEnergy.com is the tastiest, tiniest, most beautiful little tin pouch full of energy you could possibly have in your entire life. If you're a mom and you're exhausted because that baby's a fucking headache, go to StrikeForceEnergy.com.
It's like the worst commercial ever. We're like, nothing says fuck your heart like caffeine and a depressant, vodka and Strike
Stop.
Force.
Hey, there's no carbs or sugars up in that motherfucker
no, I'm talking
either.
shit about
so.
mixing with booze, but yeah, I mean, I do it all the time.
Well, look.
Hey, you know what I heard?
It fights the good times and the bad
You know
times.
what I
is
heard?
Strike Force does.
Strodkas were great for us?
What's that?
Driving.
No. Well, no. If you're actually they
Oh,
are.
wait. That might be the opposite.
They are if you live in Tennessee because it's legal to drink inside the cab of a car as long as you're not the actual occupant of the driver's seat. So there you go.
Ooh. Rocky Top
and you
will
can have your
always be-
14-year-old wife with
Yeah.
you riding shotgun.
No.
It's Tennessee right there.
You're lying.
Good old Rocky Top.
Nothing says
Rocky
legal
Top,
like your
Tennessee.
16th birthday.
Nothing says
Jesus. No.
I'm gonna alienate
I
an
had a
entire
friend.
state.
I had a friend from Tennessee, and his motto was always, "Why go across town when you can go across the hall?"
Oh God.
Oh,
Were you guys living together?
Boy,
No.
boy,
No.
They were.
I mean,
No.
This
they
is
were
a
living
low
together.
point.
They were
Jared.
roommates.
That is a
there
low
was-
point for you.
That's
He got-
what he used to say.
He
Like,
got me
he'd
hammed
whisper
up,
him.
and he asked me if he could shovel me out.
Jesus.
Oh no! God
This
damn
is-
it!
this is-
We're still in the
this is-
sponsors. We're
This is still
in
part of the strike.
sponsors.
This is still part of the Strike Force commercial. Strike Force.
I was
Shovel
enjoying
me
a
out.
Strodka. I was enjoying a Strodka, and you went in and you fucking sullied it with this
You know what's so
brother
gross about
sister.
that? It's not like dig me
combo.
out where you like imagine scooping,
No,
like
shovel.
shovel.
No,
it's a
shovel
very
me.
penetrating act
Yeah.
with a scooping,
yeah,
retracting.
and it's
so
not like a
very-
regular shovel. It's like a post digger.
a post digger. Oh, the ones that you stick down and
the
scoop.
two. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh God damn it!
It's like a whole.
Look, go to
scoop.
yeah. We're gonna have to stop that one.
Work.
God damn it. Go to strikeforceenergy.com for all your energy needs. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get 20% off of every order. Every order, you get 20% off. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. They also got a 750 milliliter one that pumps out 100 squirts. So you can just get it on the go. Next up, we got warfightertobacco.com. Yeah. Smoke them if you got them, and if you don't have them, go find them and smoke them. Rocco is a part owner in that company.
He is.
Warfightertobacco.com.
Turtle.
What's
Turtle. Yeah.
Turtle. Rocco's turtle.
Oh, yeah. From Entourage. Yeah. I think he's been out there
He is.
hustling.
He's Turtle
and
from
building
Entourage.
businesses like a true entrepreneur. That's why he's not here. But we always have Evan to cover down for whenever one of us is gone.
Wait, you have
so-
a tobacco company with Mark Cuban?
Wait.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. So go to warfightertobacco.com. It's made with Cubano seeds from the Dominican Republic with the finest. They've been tested. These children's fingers have been tested. So there's no cocaine on them. They hand roll these cigars in their bathtub, and they go out to the world. Tastiest things you'll ever smoke. Is it legal? Probably not. Type in the promo code Drinkin Bros. You get 10% off. They are 100% combat veteran owned. We love the guys over at warfightertobacco.com. Big
sure do.
fan. Matthew, I'm going to need a horse noise for this next one.
For what? Why would you need a horse nose?
For a little book called At Night She Cries While He Rides His Steed.
Plop, 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 plop.
The first ever romance novel for dudes. The funniest book ever written. Plato and Socrates, each said in their own respective languages, I cannot beat this. I don't even know what language that is, but they can't beat it. It's written by the finest writer in the lands, Ross Patterson.
It's like an African Mandarin. Who knows? You never know where the
Really
where
is.
the dialect
Are
came
the
from.
lands like just kind of like the North Carolina East Coast? Like, is that
Nope.
the lands?
I'm talking the low-level lands, the high-level lands, and all the lands in between.
Oh, the lands.
The land of lakes. Grab At Night She Cries while he rides his steed on Amazon, BarnesandNoble.com, all the .coms you can possibly fucking dream of. And I did the Audible. Go to audible.com. And last but not least, we have a Black Rifle Coffee, which Evan Hafer will talk to us about.
Black Rifle Coffee is a premium roast-to-order coffee company. We roast the finest,
Such
freshest
a
cup of
turd.
coffee in all of the
we are
United
so
States.
professional.
We are so professional.
I feel like
and
it's
I put that
almost it's a
shtick-
conflict of interest. Like you're housing Jared and I at your Black Rifle office, but we kind of sit in the back and do our own thing. You know, so like we appreciate it.
Does
And
he
we-
know
and-
the definition of conflict of interest?
No, that is an interest of interest.
Yeah.
There's an interest of interest.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just like to keep my eye on
Gotcha.
them. You know, I get really caffeinated and just spy on them.
Mm.
Super
Hey,
weird
Evan,
angles.
Evan, can I ask you a weird coffee question real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I know a lot of people like to put sugar in their coffee.
8 inches.
They like to put milk in their coffee.
Yeah.
Do they ever after this last week? Have you been getting a lot of calls that it tastes good with liberal tears?
I have actually. We've answered probably 30 different emails referencing liberal tears. Does Black Rifle coffee taste better with liberal tears? And I was like, yeah, absolutely it does.
Oh, it
But
tastes
you
so
have
good.
to,
Oh, it
you
tastes
have
so
to
good.
you have to squeeze it out of them.
Yeah, you have to squeeze their tiny little heads with their small little brains. And just
I don't want to
shit
jump
right
into
out.
shit too quickly.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead.
Ross and I were in New York. Okay. And
New York
We
City.
were in New York.
New York
New York
City.
City, New York City, New York,
New York City.
And I'm addicted to these fucking videos. I'm addicted to them. It's the Celine Dion ones where they take the music, where it's whatever it is from Titanic.
My heart goes on from
My Heart Goes
Titanic.
On.
Yeah.
And they've been matching it up to when Donald Trump won the presidency, or president-elect now, to all of them crying. You will never see great. Like, how many did we watch, Ross? Like 6. And it was, don't worry about it. We stayed in the same king bed.
Of course you did.
Whatever. We're budget friendly. We're not, we signed a book deal. We're like, let's stay in the same bed. And it's not,
You know what's funny is
whatever.
we weren't budget friendly. That they gave away our room and then they gave us a free night and promised us new shit, and that's not what happens.
The hotel fucked us.
But you know what? Here's a testament of our friendship. We just didn't care. Like, we just were like, fuck it. I don't really care.
I know you well enough. Like, there's probably 5 friends that, like, I'm not going to get in the bed with JT because I know he's probably going to piss on me.
Exactly.
What are you saying? No, you've slept in a bed with me like over 3-digit times.
That's why I'm saying no.
Like, I'm not going to go into bed with Rocco because he's just going to jack off all the time. Like, he's a chronic masturbator. He's going to wait for me to snore, and then he's going to do, like, not the full jack, but like the tip jack. Where it's
you have to.
It doesn't make
something
much
like
noise.
that because it's a sweet potato. You can't even wrap your arm around your hand around that.
But Ross,
Still to
Ross
this day,
is cool.
he's like that.
I don't know. I've never stayed in the same bed as
Sniper
Rocco.
jacks?
I don't want to know. It's a
I don't
sniper
think he's.
jack.
I don't think he's ever snipe jacked with me in the bed.
Because you don't know. He's a professional.
True.
Yeah, he's a professional.
And I
You wouldn't know.
sleep heavy.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you sleep heavy
Yeah.
because you're overweight. What?
And by the way, so Matt, we can also tell the world before we dive into this. Matt Best, "Freedom the Fuck On" is the title of the book.
Holy.
It is the life story of one of our favorite people in the world, Mr. Matt Best, and it is coming out in next August through Penguin. It'll be in bookstores everywhere around the world. So congratulations, my man.
Well, I would
it's
say
gonna be a
thank
fun
you,
one.
but yeah, Ross is co-writing it with me, and we're super excited about it. Just like, I think all of us in the military, kind of like, I don't know, what do you guys think? Like, Evan, JT, like, I'm frustrated at the process of kind of military books. Like, unless it's like Clinton Romashay's book, what fucking amazing book that is, because you hear the sacrifice in that. Like, a guy like us, or at least me, the way I look at myself, like, I served in the military, I did a lot of deployments, yada yada, but like, I don't ever want to portray myself as a badass. I just want to laugh about me going through life and the crazy fucking weird sociopathic shit that I've done. And it's like,
this is going to be a good story.
Yeah,
it's going to be a
just
fun story, and it's not one-sided. It's like 9-sided.
Let's just say, like, let's have a fun way of telling it, and like, I don't know.
That's going to be my quote about the book.
That's
Have
it.
you ever had a 9-some?
A nine-some.
That's the humility biting you in your ass.
It's exactly what it's gonna be like. No, but I will say this: it's
wrong with
really
that?
funny.
That's good.
It's really funny. It's heartfelt, and it tells about your whole life, which you have not talked a lot about to people, and you're finally opening up for the first time in this book, and I think it'll crush next
There's
year.
gonna be a lot of weird shit in there that people are like, wait, what? And like, yeah.
Yeah, but here's what I find hilarious. So we get to New York City. It's your first time. We literally we check in. We put our bags down. We go out to get some beers, and we get caught in a fucking protest, an anti-Trump protest. On our first night there with 10,000 people in the streets of New York, literally on the street outside of our hotel.
I tell you, like, you know, I don't necessarily consider myself like a hardcore conservative. I'm more of a libertarian. But like, my brain has never hurt as much as it did listening to the rhetoric of those people. Like, it was just like
Crazy, right?
like their banter and their janting. Like, I just couldn't get behind it. It was like, not my president. I was like, cool. And then we try to have a conversation with a couple of people that were just walking by quickly, and it makes me feel stupid where I can't even talk. Like,
But the signs were so vicious that I was like, wait a minute. I like, they were like, you can rape me, but you can't rape my country. You can like
vulgar, aggressive stuff that was like, if you voted for Trump, you're a bigot, sexist, rapist, and you kill black people. And you're like, wait, what?
Wow.
That's nothing. What?
I was walking on the street with my cousin on Friday night and her boyfriend, and there was a bunch of hipsters hanging outside, and I kind of took a swing, a guess, and I just yelled, Hillary! And they all started cheering, and I go, here's a cunt! And I'll go, boo! And then I laughed.
yeah, I mean, dude, in New York, they were getting on top of cab cars. some, we took some pictures of it. It was on our Facebook.
I guess, Ross, what I don't get when it comes down to like the fundamental issue with that whole thing, like a peaceful protest, I get it. But there are protesting like in violence, where it's like you're completely
violence.
You're the biggest hypocrite ever. When there hasn't like it just.
I'm sad you guys didn't run into that guy from Barstool Sports that was interviewing people out there. That guy was great.
Well, no, we were trolling a little bit. I have a couple of good pictures with like the Black Rifle hoodie and then like hands up against everybody because it's just like fuck you. I was waiting for someone to try to take a fucking pop shot at me and hit me because I'm wearing a pro gun T-shirt, but it didn't happen.
How many dudes?
It was pretty surreal being there the day after the election ended.
I was thinking that. I was running through my head. I was like, okay, I could probably drop like 9, and then they're gonna surround me, and it's gonna be like that guerrilla attack.
None of those people know how to fight, though, right?
Yeah,
so it'd
but
be like fighting like elementary.
You could get overwhelmed, so they're gonna shoot in, and
yeah, it's still a mob. A mob's a mob. Like, and there was 10,000. There literally was 10,000 people on the street.
I was gonna take a couple.
What are they trying to accomplish? Do they think like someone's just gonna be like, oh, you're right. We're just gonna axe that election. We're gonna go ahead and try it again.
Yeah. You guys are right.
Yeah, and the race thing is what bothers me. It's like, look, they were like, oh, what that white lash that Van Jones said on CNN, and this was a white vote and all this shit.
Yeah,
like we voted in Obama for 8 years straight. Like there was no black candidate in this election. But we did have a black president for 8 years.
Racist America. I'm like, 2-term president Barack Hussein Obama is a black guy.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Did anybody care that he was black? Moderate, normal people absolutely don't. We just cared that he didn't perform as a president. So I don't really understand where we're going with this.
I don't either, and it doesn't make sense. And by the way, none of those celebrities moved. They all made statements.
Of course they didn't.
Lena Dunham got killed after our show.
Really good. They just like tons of follow through, like really spot on.
Yeah,
it just seems crazy to me.
What else?
Bill Burr actually had a great podcast about it this morning. I don't know if you heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Who just said, "Fuck you, you entitled celebrity pieces of shit! Like you're not moving anywhere. Of course you're not moving anywhere." Even Lena Dunham went as far as to say, as I looked up her past quotes of where she said she was going to move, she even said the specific city she was going to move to, Vancouver. Right. There was pockets of Vancouver that were really nice that I'll live.
Nice city.
It's a very nice city.
I just don't think they would accept her there.
I just think it's wonderful. It's like all these liberals that have basically guaranteed that they're going to move. They're just like, that's also saying with the assumption that they have the wealth and the expectation that they're going to leave the country. But you know what they're doing? They're always out there fighting for the impoverished, the lower class. They're saying, you know what? We're for you. We stand with you. Up until a point, then we're gonna fucking leave.
Yeah,
we're gonna take all our money and we're just gonna leave you. Fuck you,
But then they won't even do that because they can't.
They can't.
Exactly. And Lena Dunham makes a statement. She goes, I've decided that I could do more by staying here and keeping the fight going. What fight? There's no fight. It's over.
Yeah.
One, you lost. Two,
the
you
fight
can
is
take your fat ass to Canada.
And being a non-contributor to society.
You know what I really hope, Ross?
Gain.
I really, really hope, like, this would make my year, is if Donald, for the first year, utilized military assets to just fuck with Rosie O'Donnell. Like
that's so
ISR
specific.
just fucking circling.
Yeah. There's just helicopters 24 hours a day around her house. Like, it's just noisy. She's pissy.
She's more pissy than she normally is.
Like an ISR camera zoom on the Twinkies that
there's
she's
one
eating.
person
that
Donald hates the most. It's Rosie O'Donnell.
It's fine with me.
Well, look, he's in a tie with a lot of people on Rosie O'Donnell. Right. The one that I've been surprised about is Amy Schumer. I used to like Amy Schumer. Now I fucking hate her. And she even put up an Instagram. She got about this isn't my country, and I can't believe we did this, and you guys are all fucking racists and bigots and all this shit. She got hammered so much on Instagram. She disabled the comments, which I didn't know was a possible thing to do.
You can't. Well, dude, but the thing is, it's like, and we all exist. We're all essentially like an extension of our closest friends, and it's like subsequently like part of what demographic you like live in and exist in. So like. That whole like Hollywood mentality, it's like it's cool and relevant to be fucking super hard, excessively liberal, right? where it's cool. Like that's the thing. It's like
That's
if
the
you were to
thing.
say, if you were to walk out, and that's why I say be a patriot. A patriot is believing in your country. Whether you voted for Hillary, I think you're a dumbass. Whatever the case is, let's break it down super simple. Whoever you voted for, it is your right as an American citizen to vote for who you wanted to vote for. That's it. Now, people want to like identify with their culture and demographic, saying, "Oh my God, I voted for this because it makes me cool in my little fucking niche demo." Like, it's sad because then when they get disproved or proven wrong, they don't know where to go because they don't know how to define themselves.
It's a fashion accessory. That's all it
Exactly what it
is.
is.
It's like
It's a
hey,
conformist mentality.
You're wearing the right designer. That's all it is. Like they can't tell you anything. I guarantee they cannot tell you one thing about policy, like real policy or the history of the politician. So it's like, okay, I'm going to vote for Hillary because she's female and she's a Democrat. Got it. Just look at the last 30 years of her policy decision making and tell me one fucking thing she's done. Like one thing. And then I'll give you the right. I'll give you the right to say whatever the fuck you want to say. But they can't do it.
Right.
She was married to Bill Clinton, and that was an awesome time. I was in college. Great. Fucking good for you. You dumb fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Where does she go, Evan, after here is my question. Where does Hillary Clinton go after
Yeah,
here?
where do you
She
think?
retire?
I mean, is he going to follow through? He said he's going to put her in jail.
No.
I know, but I
That won't
think
happen.
I think Obama will pardon her. I really believe that before he leaves.
Yeah.
I
I
that he'll
truly
take-
believe it.
Dude, did you see his joke he wrote on one of the dinners? It was fucking awesome where he was talking about it. He's like, so I was backstage and, Hillary, this is Trump talking, and
Yeah.
is a dinner, and he was like, Hillary ran into me backstage, and she's a very kind lady because she bumped into me, and she said, pardon me. and then,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
excellent.
and then
Yeah.
it went into where he goes, and I said, ask me again when I'm president. I was like, oh,
Oh,
shit.
Drop the mic.
Shit.
Just drop the mic.
So dope.
The best was that handshake between Trump and Obama. Obama
Yeah.
was
God, they
so
hate each other.
miserable.
Oh,
Oh, that
God.
was so good.
So good. Did you see the
So
picture of the
fucking
White
good.
House staff waiting for Trump?
Just
It was the
Greatest
most
thing ever.
amazing photo I've ever seen.
It was as if Abraham
Fucking
Lincoln and JFK got
Yeah.
reshot. That's how sad they looked.
so
I'm like,
sad.
oh,
It's like
my God.
somebody slapped mommy at the dinner table. Everybody was super
oh my
uncomfortable.
God, it was great.
Yeah, God damn it, that was great. And especially after all that shit that Obama talked of, like, well, you know, I guess you'll never be a president.
Wow.
Not only is he the president, but he just destroyed your legacy and he's going to tear down everything with it.
Oh.
It's it's big. The one thing I wasn't psyched to see today was that Facebook backlash. I knew. Look, we had talked about this on the show. We knew those motherfuckers were doing it.
Yep.
I spent some time, obviously, the last 4 or 5 days with you in New York, Matt. I didn't
Yeah.
know they had censored your videos. Which you can tell, if you can tell the audience, that'd be great because it's look. You have a lot of followers. Your sketches are some of the highest viewed on the internet, and they just stopped appearing during right before the election. Do you want to tell everybody about that?
Yeah, I mean, we were all super confused. It was shit. Wednesday morning, I got in the office and I was flying out Wednesday afternoon to the airport, and I got a text from one of my business partners, and they're like, "Hey, man, the sketch we just did, it was like anti-gun logic or something, whatever it was, and it was me and a girl, and we're on a date, and essentially, whatever. It's a whole skit, and we're making an entertainment piece out of kind of like a political affiliation, and it just disappeared, and we were like, what the fuck? Because normally when you get prompted of like what would it be called? Like the content that they restrict.
Yeah.
Usually,
Yeah, it's just
they'll give you notifications, and they say essentially like, hey, we brought this down because it was offensive, abusive, whatever. Someone reported it. None of that happened.
nope.
And I'm seeing this video on my page, and as a page manager, I had texted Evan and other people like, hey, are you still being able to view this video? And they're like, yes. And then I was going on other just like employees that we had, their Facebooks. It didn't exist anymore. So essentially, they pulled it down for when we're all brainstorming about for the election. It was, I mean, what, 3 or 4
Yeah,
days? Like
72 hours.
after whatever
Yeah.
it was, 72 hours. It did not exist because it stopped. It was at like 9.5 million views, completely
Yep.
disappeared. And then it came back like 3 days later, where just reappeared in all the feeds. And it was like the most bizarre thing because
We
we
posted,
don't know. Someone with like the higher echelon of
Mhm.
Facebook was like, yeah, fuck these assholes. Their thing is not going to promote their business for 3 days.
Yeah, and we posted a video that morning, and it got the lowest engagement,
Yep.
lowest view count that
Ever.
we've had ever.
Ever.
And so they were completely restricting anything that went out on Black Rifle Coffee. Well, that video that you had, they took it down. So I mean, we saw it across the board.
Yeah.
So everything trumped too, by the way, because I had posted a thing about Michael Moore. It got a gajillion shares, and I was like, wait a minute, the views aren't going anywhere. This isn't going anywhere. I posted a couple pictures about Hillary, joke pictures, not like serious, and one kept flipping every day for like 30 days. So it got caught in their algorithm of however they were taking this stuff offline. It turns out this morning they got popped for it.
Wow.
So they got exposed. That's exactly what they were doing.
Well, that's the biggest thing with us. Like, it didn't make sense. It wasn't like we were taking a serious political like stance, saying this is what you guys need to do. We weren't influencing people in any political decision for them to make an individual.
Well,
level.
who called him out?
Saying,
I'd like to hear
we're
what you saw
entertainers.
about it.
That's all it was.
Who called him
Yeah,
out?
Jared, look, you called this, but like, I didn't. Here's how I found out. I own Facebook stock. It dropped 10%, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? And then I read what had happened. Now everybody's backtracking. They're trying to pin what the full reason was of why everybody was so wrong in the election. All of these sites. It turns out that Facebook was putting up fake polls, fake online polls, fake articles from like the New York Times and things that were pro-Hillary. Those were gassing to the top of everybody's feed. Everything else is being buried. And the whole thing got exposed today, and their stock went, down a lot. And I was like, God damn it, man.
Who do you think
I
gets in
just-
trouble for that?
I don't get it.
You can't really.
It's a private company.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
it's
is. So
it's
you could
not
be like,
private, but obviously
cool.
it's publicly traded. So
But
shareholders
it's a
will
private
ultimately have
company
to-
that is based on public support.
right.
If you don't have fans and like-minded
There's-
people looking and watching videos and all that other shit,
There's
What's
a
it-
whole
what's it
there's a
all
whole
for?
There's a whole stream of like litigation out there that basically says that social media and the social media interface, and once you reach a certain capacity, that you actually have a public entitlement or you have
Ethics.
ethic. You have public ethics that you have to abide by as far as like information dissemination and a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
Which ultimately is, the shareholders have to stick to that specifically and hold them accountable. And who knows? I mean, who the fuck knows if you can do anything to what Facebook is basically? Them and Google, they control the world, right?
Well, that's the
right.
scary part.
Yes.
Is because essentially, like, everybody says, free speech, freedom of speech, and all this stuff, and like essentially, it's on a owned platform.
For sure.
Like, so they can deny business, and that's a really scary thing as an entrepreneur, because we use these things on a day-to-day basis to promote products and our livelihood and our families and this kind of stuff. And then for someone to restrict it can like drastically change like the difference between 1 to 2 million conversions of viewership and influences, and at least impressions. Like that can translate to a lot of money depending on what your business model is. So it's like it's a scary thing, and that's like why guys like us always try to reach out and see like, okay, if you have good content and it exists, what other platforms can we like disseminate this on? But unfortunately, Facebook and Google run the world right now. They really do. I mean, Facebook.
yeah. Because
Facebook
look,
shut down
here's what I
YouTube,
thought
man,
about.
pretty much in my
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Like if you look at
Yeah,
if you look at like where CPMs went, and so like money you make off AdSense and stuff like that with my YouTube channel, like it is almost non-existent unless you're getting. Their whole model is transitioned to like a video gamer, like 3 to 4 posts a week. So someone like me that posts, I don't know, once every 3 weeks, like you get demolished. I literally make pennies. Like, it's ridiculous. So Facebook is where everybody's kind of transitioned to, because it's a medium that they live on. Like YouTube is kind of where like, oh, I go here for entertainment, but Facebook's more of a model where, hey, I live on here on day-to-day basis, see what my friends and family are doing, but then I want to be entertained so you can convert. But they own you. They can restrict your content just like they did with that video. Like, hey, we don't want the world to see this for 4 days, and it was like on a really high share on a rate, and then it just and kind of killed the video.
But
Yeah.
Here's the scariest thing to me though is your guys' whole company is based off of Facebook.
I wouldn't go that far. We do checks and balances.
Pretty close.
Yes, it is Facebook, so don't fuck us over.
Yeah, it's pretty. No, but that's not a bad thing. Everybody uses advertising on Facebook. So if they could do it to you, who knows who else they're doing it to? And for what reason? Because they don't agree with the same fucking presidential choice as you.
Well,
Like
it's super bizarre to me. And Evan, what do you think about this? Because like essentially, as content creators, we're delivering a free product, and honestly, I do about 200% more content on Facebook than I do YouTube and any other medium. So Facebook is making a significant amount of money off of me just based off viewership
Right.
and engagement and all these other things for free. Like
Yeah.
I don't get paid any ad revenue, nothing. Like, so why would you restrict content? It's so funny how politics are all involved in that, and I don't know where they're going to go in the future.
Yeah, who knows? I think ultimately, like, Zuckerberg has basically come out and said, "I've got enough money," right? So he's just
Yeah.
like, I'm not concerned with anything other than I have enough money, and now I'm just going to shape my environment the way that I want to. I'm going to create the Mark Zuckerberg world that I want to live in. So it's like, it's just, pipe dreams and lollipops and whatever the fuck, I mean, Facebook is an amazing platform. Sorry, Facebook is an amazing platform. Mark Zuckerberg is a hero. Please, if anybody's listening to this from Facebook, you guys are incredible. I don't mean anything by this. Yeah. That's what I mean.
That's what you meant.
Please don't strike me down dead in my bed.
Well, dude, and that's like,
I'm more afraid of Facebook than the government.
that goes back to like when we were in New York, like some conversations having with these people, like they've created their own reality,
Right.
where they're in this little bubble of trust and bubble of environment that literally, like, guys like us, because we went and lived how fucking crazy life is and how shitty people are, they have no understanding of it. Like, I mean, I guess if I was born and raised and influenced in that manner, I'd be like, oh, guns are bad. I don't really think, I would hope I'm never that
Right.
unlogical, but like, it's crazy, man. Ross, you were a part of that, like the conversations we had in New York. It's like these people they don't know what real life is. Their biggest concern is if they have designer shoes and being a part of a social movement that they can find purpose in.
Yeah, and I don't think half of those protesters probably even voted, to be honest with
Right.
you.
I don't think so either.
They're pissed off about the result. I know my wife was at a dinner party while we were gone, and these people were appalled at the result. And her first question to them was, well, did you vote? And they said no. And she goes, well, you are the reason, and you're part of the problem. So
Right.
if you want to go out and make change, you have to go and vote. And their response was this: well, I didn't think this was going to happen. Well, that's because
Right.
you believed in the media and you believed in all this stupid shit that was being fed to you over the last 8 to 12 months.
That's
and
exactly
and
like that
now
mentality. I didn't believe this would happen. It's like, well, fucking, oh, God damn, it's so
It
stupid.
happens.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
Yeah.
Reality
It's not
is,
my fault.
Reality is scary.
It is.
It's a scary place when
It's a
you live
scary
there.
place.
You
There's
you get smacked in the
bills.
face with a bat every now and
There's
again.
there's gas that's not turned on in your house and
Yeah.
you freeze.
Yeah, I mean,
Evan.
look, if you don't think you can fuck a supermodel and you don't go up and ask her, guess what? You're not going to fuck a supermodel. But somebody's out there. I mean, you think Justin Verlander got Kate Upton? Like, he's not a good-looking guy, but he asked at some
but
point.
then
Like,
again,
fuck, do something.
Reality exists of people that will chloroform that supermodel and sleep with her. So you have to be able to defend yourself. Like, we can go down this road.
I mean, look at
often.
me. I'm kind of fat and I'm in the triple dig.
Are you
a
really
lot
in
of
the
those
triple
numbers are
dig?
super
Dude,
questionable whether or not they're human.
Triple digit Taylor.
it's
I
fucking-
love that.
Triple dig Taylor.
We're being fat
Yeah.
doesn't matter because personality comes first.
No, I just want to know,
God
like,
damn right it does. You're goddamn right.
like opposite sex and human count. Is it still in the triple dig? I just ask a couple simple questions. Let's refine the data a little bit more.
That's awesome.
Do I have to make a
That's your
sandwich?
go-to at a bar with someone's like, I've slept with 40 people. And you're like, okay, so same sex and non-animals? And not to like put those together, but I need to know where
But
your
you
lifestyle's at. I need to know where your
I
lifestyle's
got to
at.
ask some qualifying questions.
Me and my wife once attempted to count, and we got in the high 80s, I think, and then like a few months later, I remembered like 15 more.
Then a few months later, he comes home from a trip and bumps that number up, and she's like, "Wait, hold on, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What did you just say?"
Kelly, Monica, Rolanda. You fucked a chick named Rolanda? We were together. No, that was
That was
in
a
the past.
country.
That was a
Rwanda.
country.
Fuck the entire country. Rwanda.
Hey, you can almost fuck a whole country now. The last thing we'll chat about on this subject is the Cal exit. There is over
Oh,
200,000
God.
people who have signed a petition that they want California wants to leave the United States now because Trump is president, and they want to create their own country, which is fucking hysterical for me because I lived there for 16 years.
Yeah, but not one
that
of them
country,
is going to fight.
No, not
They
one.
do
None of them.
realize,
None of them's gonna fight. They've been bankrupt, on the verge of bankruptcy every single year.
Yeah.
Here's
that I
what
lived
we
there.
should do. Trump should just allow it. Like, okay, California, I'm letting you out. You're your own country, and then we invade it. and fuck it up. And they
Hold on.
realize they have no nukes. They have nothing.
We'll bring back Rumsfeld to run the fucking California occupation.
Yeah.
You know.
We just fucking wreck the whole
wreck
state.
it.
They did make weed legal now, so we'll just go smoke all their weed too.
Like,
Yeah,
and
so
then
what they did is that
take
they're going
all
to
of it.
sign the petition on the same day as they pass the marijuana law, and then 2 weeks later they're all going to forget. They're going to be like, "Wait a minute, what were
they're
we
gonna
talking
forget
about?
about it.
Man, I'm going to go play the
Exactly,
guitar."
and hey, they're out of water in 3 years. The entire it's predicted that the entire state will be out of water in 3 years.
Trump just dams up the fucking Colorado River.
Yeah, the most federally
Yeah.
subsidized state in the union, by the way. The most federally subsidized
Like,
state.
oh,
in the
you
union.
guys want to be your own
Like,
country?
Yeah, you guys are going to secede. I don't know if you've thought this all the way through. Like you might want to look at the books and see exactly where the fucking money is coming from, guys.
I'm not an accountant, but
Before you start writing fucking checks your ass can't cash, you might want to see exactly how the highways are built. And then you might want to go like, wait a minute. Well, hold on. What? Wait. Okay, yeah. Maybe we'll stay. I don't know.
hey,
Fuck it.
just kidding.
Just kidding about that.
Go America.
I just wanna-
Oh, I voted for Trump. Fuck it, guys.
After
Yeah.
the First Armor Division takes L.A. and San Diego, I just want Trump to be there, waving the paper, the fucking surrender paper. Like, oh, okay, you surrender. We now have California back.
No, they
Thanks.
need to do it in the San Francisco Bay, like the Japanese in
God.
World War II, where you just make a mockery out of them. It's like, that's right.
We
stand on
we
my
just
boat.
roll in like, oh yeah, that's right. You don't have an Air Force or anything over here.
God, the California National Guard.
They-
Jeez, are you kidding me? Those guys would all literally
Leave.
capitulate to the federal anyway. They'd be
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, we're
No,
with
no,
you
no,
guys.
no, we're
Yeah,
going to
they're like,
Oregon.
hey,
green
yeah.
suiters.
We're going to Oregon.
The Marines would be in California, just going, wait. Oh, we're just going to take California for you guys. Don't worry about it.
Hey, we're already in.
Yeah, MCRD Pendleton would just like build a wall and be like, we were waiting for some logic, so thanks for coming, guys, because we're here for you.
The SEALs would be like,
They're just
wait, there's an
shelling.
invasion, bro?
Fucking Pendleton is
Hold
just
on.
shelling. It's just
Hold on, was there invasion here? Wait,
We want to
what,
serve.
bro? We're surfing here.
Yeah, it's the dumbest fucking thing I've heard, and they literally can't get over it.
Like-
There's riots there. There's riots in Portland. Like, and it's white
yeah.
people in Portland. What the? I've never been to Portland, but
Oh,
What? You've never been to
I-
Portland?
no, not that's one city I've never been to. Why are white people rioting in Portland?
Well,
is what
Portland,
I can't figure
Oregon.
out.
I will say this about Portland, Oregon: they have more strip clubs per capita than any other city in the union.
Is that
Like,
real?
You know, it is.
I don't.
It's
I don't know if
incredible,
that's
man.
real,
It's like
Evan.
it's one pole in the corner of a fucking dive bar where some just cracked
Slit
out
pig.
fucking tranny is just spinning around that thing.
Do you have the
It's an
address for that?
incredible fucking
love,
place.
I'd love to check that out. What's
Like-
the address?
Like
Yeah.
there's plenty.
Oh,
like
okay,
you
okay.
you can pretty much go anywhere down there, and you're like,
What
gosh,
kind
this
of town
fucking
is
incredible.
Portland, Evan? That there's like why or what is it hipster?
Oh,
Like,
fuck yeah, dude! I mean,
nothing but hipster.
Portlandia is fucking spot on. I mean, this is where hipster culture it really was born. Was in Portland, Oregon. It wasn't in Seattle. It was in Portland, Oregon.
Well, they migrated up to Seattle.
Yeah, they migrated because the weather was like, oh, it's all rainy and depressing, so I'm gonna go up there too. But yeah, Portland, Oregon's a fucking really cool city. Minus all the hipsters and fucking weirdo losers that are, I mean, they also have one of the biggest heroin epidemics
You
in
know
the
what?
States. Like, it's fucking, they've ruined that city because it's a fucking cool city, but it's like all these super liberal weirdo
What drives me
with
crazy,
short-haired women and
and
fucking glasses.
they have the
Prius
most
driving
they have the
fucking
most
dykes.
opinions.
No offense.
Jesus.
It's super weird, man.
They have
It's
the
like they're militant
fucking-
too about it.
Yeah, they
Like,
have the most opinions for people that have contributed nothing. Nothing.
Well, I mean, they
Other
they,
than
they
that.
have written a lot of prose on typewriters in the last 10 years. I think they generate more like, paper. Like they've just been banging out on fucking typewriters
Just
out there,
banging
just
out on
like,
typewriters.
oh, this is my haiku about fucking Portland beer. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
It's
like,
framed.
Just
in the center
it's a
of the
fucking
page.
it's a cool city, man, but it's like I was down there, I don't know, less than a year ago, and it was like this is a great trip, right?
Hold on, I love that because it's like retracting society where it's like, oh, you're still on a MacBook. Have you not heard of the new thing? Like,
Right.
what's the new thing? It's a typewriter. Like, oh, man, I'm sure my dad used one. Like I can send an email. You have to print that, and you scanned it with your iPhone. Never mind, man.
That was funny. That was
I've
dude,
converted to Pony Express.
that was like,
you guys aren't on Pony Express?
that was
takes
like-
me 4 weeks to get a letter to New York.
Yeah, that was like Britt was
The fuck
talking
outta
about
here.
snobs that are like, I shot this on film, and his answer is like, cool, do you still send telegrams, idiot?
Yeah. They're out there banging out Morse code, communicating to each other. This is the fucking latest thing in communication. It's like everything's retro, everything's cool, everything's like so fucking
I
weird
can
in
code
Portland.
9 words.
It's amazing. I mean,
man.
it's a fucking cool city, man. Like I went down there like several times, like less than a year ago. I was driving around, and it was every car had some type of democratic message on it. It's like
coexist.
this is a tobacco-free zone. This is this, but it's like, but this is a heroin zone. Like, don't smoke, but it's cool if these bums shoot up right next to my fucking house. It's like, you guys don't realize I'd rather have a dude smoking outside than like 10 dudes shooting up and blowing each other. No offense, but fucking A, man. Goddamn.
Is that what they do? Is that
Let's
what
get
they
our
do?
property value fucking straight here. Like, I don't want these dudes sleeping doing a fucking, soup kitchen right out in front of my house for 2 weeks. Like, I want to take my daughter to school.
Didn't
like,
Utah,
what the fuck is going on?
Didn't Utah pass a weird fucking law about homeless here? Like they can park outside your
Utah
house?
passes. No, that was Seattle. So
Oh,
Seattle
Seattle.
passed this zoning law where your car is considered a domicile. So I went back to my old house in Seattle, and my wife and I were up there for a few weeks, kind of like taking
So
care of some
insane,
bullshit. And I was like, wow, this fucking homeless epidemic, man. These people are everywhere. And what one of my buddies was like, no, they passed a law where your fucking house is your car, and they can park in front of your house, and they will not get parking tickets because they're like, no, this is my house, bro. And so he's got all these
You're
homeless
kidding.
people. No, I'm not exaggerating one bit, dude. My buddy was out with he piped in fucking huge stereo speakers into his front lawn, and he was rocking fucking like hardcore heavy metal music into the front lawn. And he's like, oh, hold on, bro. I called him. He's like, hold on, I got to turn down the music. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, man, I've had these fucking homeless guys on my front fucking porch for like 3 weeks. They're out there partying and like barbecuing and shooting up and doing whatever the fuck they do. It's like a tailgate party of homeless people every day. And he goes, so I've just been blasting heavy metal music into their van for like 3 weeks. And I'm like,
Oh God, that sounds miserable.
no, it's fucking horrible. My neighborhood is a great fucking neighborhood. Like, and it's completely ruined. I couldn't take my daughter anywhere. Every 5 feet when I was walking down the sidewalk in front of my old place, there was like some dude there that was like, hey, can I get some heroin, or do you want some heroin? I don't know what the street jargon for that stuff was. Like, I think it was like, hey, you want some fucking brown train or whatever the fuck it was. I'm like, no, dude, I'm good. I'm good. And so is my fucking 3-year-old daughter. So get the fuck away.
You got some Freebird, man. You got some Skinner. You're like, oh
Dude,
yeah, I love it on my iPod.
I would get a fire hose and just fire that into them
Yeah,
from my property.
Just cleaning my sidewalk.
Hey, yeah, you're in front of my house. I got to bleed the hose.
Well, my buddies that are cops up there, they're like, this is the fucking worst place to be a cop in any other city. It's like the mayor is a communist, like an overt communist of Seattle. She's like, hey, I'm a communist. They've completely tied all the hands of all the police. You can't even look at somebody breaking the law. Like a cop could be driving by and there's like a bank robbery in progress. And if they look to the right and go, there's a bank robbery, they're going to get fucking restricted and put on like suspension for 3 weeks. Like, how could you guys even look at enforcing the law? This is fucked up. You're on suspension.
I bet that he needed to provide for his family, so he needed to rape and
He's
murder
a good
people.
homeless man that's only been to jail 46 times in the last 2 years. How could you look at him? How could you look at him like that? You white supremacist. Wait a minute, I'm black.
yeah.
Wait a minute, I'm black. What do you mean? No,
Yeah.
you're a cop.
You're a cop.
You're a cop.
So you're white.
You're
a
a white
supremacist.
There's some what? Oh fuck.
Fuck, man,
again,
that sucks. That
Full circle.
sucks.
That's how I felt in New York, dude. Full circle, right there.
Zombies. We call them zombies.
Yeah.
We're gonna call them zombies.
Zombies.
From now on.
There's a big zombie population here in Salt Lake.
Oh, Utah has its
boy.
own
Well,
problems.
let's get to the Drinkin' Bro of the week, shall we, kids? This one was submitted by Jeremy Judd. It's kind of a longish story, but I'm going to tell it because it's crazy. It says, "Hey fellas, I'd like to submit a Drinkin' Bro of the week. It's actually two people. These two guys are Robert Zulauf and Jordan Zulauf. They're like family to me when I was growing up. Robert and I helped mentor Jordan through the hard times in his life. They were always huge supporters of myself and the military when I was deployed. On Tuesday, November 8th, Election Day, Robert and his nephew Jordan, who own their own telecommunications company with just the two of them working, they were working on a fiber optic cables. Robert was in the bucket of the truck when it made contact with a low-hanging power line, killing him on contact. Jordan was feeding the cable, and he was electrocuted and was set on fire. The fire department arrived without their regards to their own safety and went in and pulled Jordan out of the hot zone. Jordan was then airlifted to the hospital. He's in a coma, and he has to have both arms amputated.
Oh, fuck.
This tragedy is really hard for me and my family. And if anybody out there knows how to deal with something on losing two arms, any advice would be appreciated. And again, that was submitted by Jeremy Judd. So if there is anybody out there listening who can help his friend transition without arms, he is welcome to any
someone.
and all advice.
We know someone.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
man, prayers your way, dude. Hot damn.
Yeah.
I know.
Shit.
That was one of the crazier stories we had gotten into the podcast, and I wanted to say the whole thing fully because it's man, that is incredibly difficult to deal with, and I didn't want to think that we had just gloss over these stories because we don't. We actually read them and we try to choose them based on merit. They don't always have to be sad or they can be happy or whatever. But this story was out of the ordinary. So to Jeremy Judd, we want to say our prayers are with you. Cheers.
Cheers.
And I'm sure someone from the Drinkin' Bro community will reach out to you via Facebook and talk to you about this. But
Yeah, man.
we hope your
Cheers.
friend is okay when he gets out of the coma. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
And on that note, I enjoyed tonight. There was a lot of liberal tears tonight. We got through it. We didn't riot against each other. We didn't set our microphones on fire. We didn't bash in our MacBook Pros. We got through the podcast.
We did.
like
We
adults tonight.
vented a little bit, and then we came together as Americans and said, "What can we do to benefit our country?" And here we are, drinking a beer and laughing together. Simple.
Yeah, and if any homeless people out there, if you want to
give
laptop,
heroin
Yeah.
into Evan's kid, let us know.
yeah, if you want to throw a laptop on Evan's front yard and
Yeah,
then sleep
yeah.
on
Throw
it,
some
a
Freebird my
MacBook
way.
Pro counts
Yeah.
as a home.
Yeah.
It counts a 13-inch
Counts as a
MacBook Pro counts as a home.
It's a home. It's domicile.
And if you need something to cover up and keep yourself warm at night, go to drinkinbrospodcast.com for all your t-shirt needs. We got a sweet new unicorn shirt in the store, and I'm amped about.
We
Rocco
do.
designed it. It's just fucking magic. It really is. So for Evan Hafer, Mr. Matt Best, JT&T Taylor, Triple Didge, a.k.a. Triple Didge, Triple Didge Taylor, I am Ross Patterson. We are out of here. Good night, everyone.